Hi folks, welcome to another video. Um, have you ever had a pair of shoes where the tongue slides to the side? That is what happens to these pair of shoes. I've had them, these are actually 25 years old, if you can believe it. Um, and to be honest, I haven't worn it as much as I would have, because the tongue is always to the side. So I basically just left them in the closet, and it spent actually a number of years in my closet. And it's only recently that I did something about it. There are a few things that you can do if the tongue slides to the side. There's another video that I did on how to fix that on a pair of boots. But that fix doesn't work really with shoes. You could do something like Alec Edmonds did on these pair of Numux. And what they did from the factory is they have these extra set of stitches here. Let me see if you can see it here. And that is actually a set of stitches to hold the tongue in place. But that actually makes it a little difficult to put the laces on some of these eyelets. And to be honest, I actually don't like the look of that extra set of stitches there. And in a shoe like this, which is very smooth and no stitches anywhere, that solution just doesn't work. You don't want stitches in the middle of the shoe for no reason. So what I did recently, and I wish I had recorded it, but I'll retrace you through the steps, is that I actually poked some holes on the tongue. If you can see there, there's a hole there and another one here. I might put eyelets on this, or I might just leave it like that. You never see that when your shoe is closed. So these worked out perfectly for me. So let me tell you what I did. The first step is you're going to see how you lace your shoes. I use the bar laces, and basically this one comes from the top and out the top one. So by opening these two holes, I can go down this one, up the top one, and that will hold the tongue in its place. So that's why I chose to poke a hole on these two. Depending on how you lace your shoes, that might be different. Now, where do you poke the holes? Different people are gonna fit in the shoe differently. Some people will, the V, this is called like the V gap. Some of them, depending on how the volume of your foot, it might close on yours. Some people might have a very high instep, and the V would be more pronounced. So how large is that V gap on your shoes? What I did is that I unlaced it and I put on the shoes, and on me it fits like this. And what I did is, with the shoe on, I took an awl and I poked on those two holes. Then I took the shoe off and put some wood insert and took a hammer where the marks were and poke a hole. The whole thing just took a couple minutes. After the holes are made, all you have to do is lace your shoes back on through these new holes that you have made. See? You're going through the bottom and then up the top one. and that holds the tongue in the right place. That tongue is never going to go the other way. One thing that I should note is that on my particular case, the tongue was always going to that side, to the right side of the camera. So that's why I poked the holes on the left side as it's facing you. If the tongue had been drifting the other way, I would have poked the holes on this side and laced the shoes differently. And that would have held it. I would have poked the holes on this side, and that would have held the tongue from sliding to this side. So depending on which side the tongue on your shoes is sliding, that's where you should poke the holes. But now it's laced. That tongue is not going to be sliding, and I have worn the shoes. I do not feel anything. This is not creating any pressure points or anything. So these shoes, which spent a lot of time in the closet, are ready to go. And that is it. This is a little DIY fix that you can do to your shoes. It is invisible from the outside. No one will know that you poked a couple holes, and makes your shoe a lot more comfortable and usable. I hope you enjoyed that tip, and see you guys in the next one. Thanks.